I placed some travel bags into the car and closed the boot after the last travel bag got inside my father's Jeep while my parents entered the car. My father said this through the lowered window of the car. "Stay out of trouble, Dylan." "Make sure you go to school. We will be away for a month, and I don't want your teachers reaching out to me. Take care, darling." I smiled while watching them drive away from me. Finally, I have the house to myself. This party would be the talk of the town. The music was taking a wild roller coaster ride through the symphony of emotions, making the students in the house souls soar. A blissful cacophony filled the house. I stood with my friend Jason by the door, welcoming everyone who came inside to enjoy the party I had proudly organized. I was still joking about a discussion with Jason when 4 young guys that I couldn't familiarize myself with came into the house. I'm not joking when I tell you something in me became sour. The aura they emit made me feel threatened, and the fear made me voice out my concern. "Hey, Jason, do you know those guys?" I wanted to approach them, but I was pulled back by Jason. "Guy, chill. They're probably just here to enjoy the party. Look." I looked in the direction he was gesturing for me, and I heaved a sigh of relief as soon as I saw them getting drinks from one of the waitresses carrying them on a tray. One of them went to the dance floor and started dancing with a few of the ladies there. Jason said some things to make me feel safe, but my instinct told me those guys were life-threatening in all their black attire and their noses being covered with black bandanas. It's probably their costumes, men in black, assassins. It's a fun way to dress. We should probably dress like that next year. So I'm thinking, well, Jason doesn't seem disturbed. I guess I'm just overthinking it. If you could see how my eyes are fixed on the 4 of them randomly, you would probably call me paranoid, or probably a stalker. I have to make sure they don't do anything funny, ensuring everyone's safety, and also making sure nothing is being stolen in the house. They do look more like burglars than students in Halloween costumes. My parents would literally have my head if they found out I threw a party in their house again. Well, you guessed right. I'm a party person. Hey, do you think she's looking at me? Do you think she's calling to me? I always hate how Jason gets carried away when busy talking to a group of girls. It's funny enough that I didn't know the girls had approached us while I watched the 4 guys. I approached the hot lady who passed me a drink, and I flashed a half grin at her. I never knew I would come across someone beautiful like you till I got 6 feet deep. Why did you pick me? There are lots of guys here. You own this house, right? Nice house. I could have sworn I saw something like an evil smirk from her, but I waved it away. Why was I overthinking today? Being too insecure? What harm could a beautiful chick probably do? Guys, damn, I really gotta chill. Do you mind if I join you, a beautiful girl, and make your evening more beautiful? I prefer the word hot. Oh, heck. Why am I waking up from a deep sleep? Why'd I fall asleep in the first place during a sweet romance with a beautiful girl? Where is she? She must have been irritated that I fainted while making out with her. We could have been in a light makeout session, but I screwed up big time. Why does my head ache? It's like I was hit on the head by a hammer. I better go back to my guests, y'all. The host can't be away for too long. I hope what I'm seeing isn't true. Almost half of my guests are gone. What the fudge? Why would people want to leave such a dope party? What could have happened? Where are the rest of my guests? I saw some couples making out in our hallway and commented under my breath, "What the fudge? Guys, there is plenty of room in the house." I saw Jason hitting on one of the junior colleagues, so I had to pull him away from her. Hey, where is everyone? I can't seem to find the lady I was with. Nancy. Are you blind or something? You can't see the people here? Am I the only one who thinks people are missing? I can't see Sophia, Jessica, David, or Asher anymore. Bro, I don't know why you're being so paranoid today. Like, what the heck? You're being weird. They're a squad. Maybe they went somewhere together. Just chill. So Jason left me and went back to the girl he was talking to. Did he just leave me to wonder by myself if I was really just being paranoid? I was sitting in the parlor, my mind drifting to what was disturbing me, but still wasn't clear. My eyes fixed on the people on the dance floor. Then, something unexpected happened. I felt my heart bumping hard against my chest. Did she just disappear? Guys, someone just disappeared! I was sure I saw a girl in blonde hair and an ash-colored top dancing just there. Where could she have gone in a second? I need to be sure. I've got to be sure I'm not hallucinating. Probably I lost sight of her on the dance floor. Seriously, this is no joke. She is nowhere to be found. I'm not shitting you right now. Checking outside the terrace, scanning through the people like an eagle watching out for a chick. I wanted to be sure I just was hallucinating. It had to be all in my head. Scoping out to see if I could catch sight of someone with blonde hair and an ash top. But no one. There's literally no one who fits that description. I just had to ask a few of my friends about the people I knew I saw at the party but couldn't find anymore. They either made fun of me or called me weird whenever I told them about what I had noticed. I became confused. I felt like I was seeing things, but why is it looking so real to me? I kept seeing people randomly disappear. Like a flash of memory vivid in my head, I remember the guy I just collided with. That costume and bandana were familiar. It gave off a disturbing feeling. It was the exact same outfit, but the face was different. You remember the one I saw walk inside the house earlier? They were young, friendly guys. The one who collided with me had an adult face with red eyes. I'm sure of it. Okay, calm down. It could be contact lenses. I hurried back inside to locate either the blonde girl or the man in the black outfit who morphed from a young boy to a young man in just a few hours. My eyes scouring around to locate either of them. Now this was becoming horrific. Someone else just disappeared, and now I'm sure I wasn't hallucinating. I fell on the floor, panicked and screaming. Ah! People gathered around me, and when I could finally find my voice stable enough to explain my observation, people burst into laughter, called me names, and made me feel like I was crazy. I know what I saw. I'm not crazy, I said as people were turning their backs to leave me.
So, what you are insinuating is that people have been disappearing in front of you in your house?
I nodded my head in agreement. Finally, someone got me. And then all of a sudden, I heard a scream from her. Ah! What? She might be an awkward girl, but definitely not a screaming girl.
Everyone! His house is haunted!
I tried stopping them, but then I noticed the 4 guys who came in earlier standing beside each other upstairs, smirking at me, and almost simultaneously, the 4 men became 1 man, like they mutated together, pooling inside of each other. I stared in awe, frozen in place. His red eyes became more bright, like flames trapped inside his eye sockets. The sound of the door banging shut caught my attention as the man in the black outfit resounded over the crowd for everyone to hear, his voice filled with eerie intensity, sending shivers through the room.
Listen up, everyone. I don't give a fudge about your screams. In fact, I would love to hear the terror erupting from your throat.
What do you want from us?
Now keep quiet and listen to me. I am called the Mortimer. Snatching souls is my prideful obligation to the Dark Realm. I am here to choose a particular day to test my new powers. And guess what? It's working just fine. I can catch souls with the body too. Give me a round of applause.
I gaped at the people who mechanically slapped their hands together, but I stared at him, shocked and unable to move. She was someone I remembered as clear as crystal. The girl Nancy who seduced me and kissed me was involved with a demon? She winked at me, and shivers ran through my spine. I stared at the students who came to the party. This was all my fault, and I have to protect them, but I don't know how. I knew if we could gang up against the 2 of them, we could win.
Oh, Dylan, house owner and host, thank you for throwing this party. I wondered where I could get access to so many young humans. So, when I heard of the party, I just had to come. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, the nerve of these 2. A plan did come to mind, but You guys need to subscribe and see what my plans are and how they turn out. Wish me luck.